in the Jewish community. What's going on, YouTube? Today's Cruise back with Toxic Kings. Today we got an entrepreneur today on the show. He's one of my boys from, we're 13, 12 when we met?
Since middle school, bro.
Been a minute, bro. So I've known Christian for a minute. Christian got an amazing story, great story from like the ground up. Like he's built something that I think is amazing at our age. You know, shout out Christian the barber. Links will all be in the description. Links will be all over here. But let's kind of get into it, Christian. Let me know, like, talk to me who you are, what you do, where you started from the ground, like into where you're at now.
All right, guys. So if you guys don't know, my name's Christian, known as Christian the barber. I'm a barber. I cut hair. I'm a businessman, also an entrepreneur. And yeah, I'm excited to get this podcast going. You know, it's dope, bro. You have this going on right now. So
let's run it up. So you're a barber first, right? On everything, you're a barber first.
Yeah, I'm a barber.
You're a barber.
Got a tat on me.
That's you, right? You're barber at heart first, right?
Barber at heart.
Kind of like
me. It's like what started everything for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when did that what told you one day, yo, let me pick up these clippers and like just start cutting hair?
So like when I would go to the barbershops, bro, it would be hella busy. And I'm like in my head, like back in the day, a haircut was like $10. I'd be at Memos. That's where I used to get my haircuts growing up.
At Chewy?
Yeah,
Chewy. Shout out Chewy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That shop was popping back then, so I would just be there waiting for hours. I'm like, okay, they're making $10 a cut. They're cutting someone like in every 30 minutes. I'm like, damn, you cut 10 people, you make $100 a day. I'm like, damn, you're rich. Like that. Like I was 14. I'm like, that's hella money. Yeah. So then like, my dad hated taking me to the barbershop. He'd be like, oh, like the haircuts are too expensive. I'm not gonna give you a haircut every 2 weeks. And I want to look fresh, bro. Yeah. So he like bought me like a pair of clippers. Like we had a pair of clippers at the house, and I'd be like. He'd cut my hair in between cuts. Like, so I wanted to cut every 2 weeks, but he'd take me to the shop once a month. So every 2 weeks, he'd just clean me up, cut my hair. So I started getting, like, familiar with the clippers and shit.
Yeah.
So then from there, like, I'm like, okay, I think I could, like, start cutting hair. Like, let me cut my brother's hair. Because I was only 14, and I wanted to make some money. Like, back in the day, like, my parents wouldn't give me, like, money, like, an allowance like that. They'd kind of buy me what I wanted, but I wanted my own money. Like, that way when I go to Bel Air, buy my friends something, like, you know, I don't got to ask, oh, mom, I'm going to have $5. Like, I have it. So I just started cutting my brother's hair, and then kind of like just to do it, and then I ended up getting good at it, and it just fucking all this shit happened. But first starting out, I just started cutting my brother's hair, and I was just trying to get my skills right, and then after that, like I just started cutting people from high school, and yeah, I just went from there.
Clientele just grew.
Yeah.
So what told you like, yo, like let me start like how'd you start charging? Cause I think I've heard back, like way back then, weren't you doing like free cuts at first?
So when I first started, I would do first cuts free.
Okay.
But back then, it was we're all young, so it was easy to convince my boy. I was like, hey, bro, let me cut your hair. Yeah. But a lot of people, like, they didn't want to let me cut their hair. So I started with my brother, my dad, and like a couple homies. So I would do first cut free because that's a good way of advertising. Oh, yeah. Like, it's easy to be like, all right, fuck it, I'll get a free cut. It don't cost money. And that's how I would just learn from there. And then I would watch, like, I would record my cuts and then see what I'm doing wrong, watch YouTube. And my brother one day, he's like, bro, you're not cutting my hair no more. People keep making fun of me at school. Like, you're done cutting my hair. Damn. And I'm like, bro, like, I'll give you $20. Let me cut your hair. Then tomorrow, I was like, all right, fine. I was on YouTube all night watching how to cut hair, hella videos. Yeah. And I did decent. So the next day, he went to school, and someone's like, hey, who cut it? I'm like, don't tell no one I did it. Because if they say I did it, then they start critiquing it. Yeah. If you just say you got it at the shop, they won't really say much. Yeah. He's like, oh, like, I went to the barbershop. They're like, oh, that's clean. And I'm like, bitch, I did it. And they're like, oh, for real, you did that shit? No way. And I'm like, yeah, let me cut your hair. And he's like, all right. Like, and then I cut his hair. And his hair was easier to cut than my brother's. So it made me look better than I actually was. Yeah. So then that's how I kind of started gaining, like, clientele around high school.
And then it was just growing from there. It was just booming.
Yeah, so I did first cut free. Then I would charge $5. I went at $8, $10, $12, 14, 18, 25, 40. Now I'm at 45.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So one was in high school where you're like, because in high school you were making what, bands, huh? You're making bank in high school?
Yeah, bro. Like, freshman year was cool. Sophomore year was cool.
Oh, you started, wait, so how old were you when you started this?
14. I was a freshman. Oh, fuck. There's a picture of me. I have like 250. My first 250 I made cutting hair. It was hella funny. I still have that picture on my phone. I really started making money like that when I was a junior in high school. Like, okay. Like when I was like, I thought I was rich, bro.
You're like, whoa.
Yeah, cause barbering in high school, like I was able to like live my like dream life as a kid. Like I did whatever I wanted. Like if I wanted this, I would go buy it. Like I was just a dumbass with my money. Like I would buy everything I ever wanted. Yeah. That was like my high school phase.
Shit. And then you bought your like dream car, right? Or was that after high school?
No, that was in high school. Like
Shit.
everyone's like getting their license at 16. They're like, why don't you buy like a whip? Because I still had my dad's old ass Chrysler that he had gave me. They're like, buy a whip. Like people are getting Mustangs and everything. I'm like, just wait.
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay. Senior year, bought that shit, put down a fat down payment, and then that was my dream car. I always wanted like a BMW with red interior, and luckily I just found it, and I got lucky, and I just bought it.
So a bitch.
I was just on a CarMax and shit, just looking at cars, and I'm like, oh, this one's clean, and then I want to go get it.
So in high school, when you started barbering, did you know that when you picked the clippers, did you know that's what you want to do for the rest of your life?
Oh no, it was just gonna be like a high school job, like just do it for fun, and then I was gonna go to college. I was thinking about going to college up until my senior year. That's when I was like, I don't need to go to college anymore.
When did you know it kind of shift? Like, okay, like I don't need to do this. Like I don't need to do this. I don't need to go to college no more. I don't gotta do no really a 9 to 5 no more. I don't have to go to university. What told you like?
Well, I never thought of barbering as a business in high school. I just thought of it as just something to get by and get me through. But then, I started seeing myself like I was cutting people from not just Pioneer no more. I was cutting people from Woodland High. I was cutting just like people's dads, and then I started like making my garage nicer, my environment nicer. Like I got a new chair. I would upgrade my stuff. I would invest it back into the business without thinking of it as a business yet. Yeah. And I started cutting people from Davis, and then that's when I started posting like videos on Instagram. I was getting clientele from Sac out of my garage, people like old men like coming from Sacramento.
They were driving to
They were driving to me to get a haircut. So that's when I'm like, okay, like I could do this. And then I was like, see barbers like in Sac that I looked up to. I'm like, okay, like the plan after high school is to go work in Sacramento, and just like work for all these guys had followers and stuff. Were posting content. They were doing what I wanted to do. Yeah. So I just stuck with it, and I ended up getting there.
So once you got there, right? So high school's over, right? High school's done. You graduate. What's your plan? What's your like? Because with you, I feel like you've only had a plan A, right? Or was there ever a plan B, C?
Well, I was planning to go to college until my senior year, and then that's when I'm like, Mom, like I don't even need to go to college. And she never questioned me. My parents never questioned me because they saw like the beginning to where I was going, and they like saw me doing good. So they never like said like they never made me rethink it. So I had their support, and I never really had a plan B after that. I still don't.
So you just went through it.
Yeah, I just went. So I got my apprenticeship because someone actually called the board on me that I was cutting hair in my garage. Ooh. So I got caught. So they sent me a letter, and they're threatening to shut me down, and you can get big ass trouble for that. So the next day,
like jail time or just fines?
Just a bunch of fines, and I just didn't want to get because I was already like popping, so I didn't want the business to stop because initially I was gonna go to barber college. Yeah. Barber college is just 1 year of straight school. It's 9 to 5 barber college. Oof. But the only thing was I would have been licensed in a year. An apprenticeship is 2-year process, but you can cut in the shop. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll just do my apprenticeship. So that's when I went to go do my apprenticeship in Sacramento and got my license.
Right on. Oh, is that the one so that's the one you would always drive to Sacramento? Because I remember you used to vlog and you would go to that one?
I would go to Sac to cut hair. Yeah, so an apprenticeship is basically you just go to school once a week. I started going to that school in high school because I got told on, so I had to start the process right away. So I would skip school Mondays my senior year to go to my barber school. So I got ahead because you could sign up once you're 16. Yeah. So I went there and got my license. What were we talking about? What did you ask me?
When you were going, because I remember you were going to that.
Okay, yeah. So Sac. So Sac, I worked in Sacramento for 2 years, and I got my apprenticeship. I finished my hours there, and then got my license when I was already back working in Woodland.
Okay, so now let's go back to the garage days. So you were doing this all high school, right? All 4 years?
Yeah, and it was like mid-end of freshman year. Yeah.
And I remember when I came to visit, I remember we were playing basketball and you told me like, bro, like I have hella hate right now. When you were cutting hair, did you have hella hate? Always. Or was there like who was like hating on you? What was like the worst thing someone did to you?
I think it was at first I had a lot of haters from like kids my age. They're like, you can't cut hair like that. That's like an adult job. Like I go to a barbershop and cut my barber. Like you're not a barber. And they didn't really take me serious. So, like, people were, like, they would, like, talk shit on my haircuts, talk down on it. But I didn't really care because I knew I was going to get good. Yeah. Like, I never was like, oh, you used to hate on me. Why are you coming to me now? Like, I didn't care because, like, they were just talking shit at the end of the day. They didn't know it was going to be, like, what it ended up being. So, like, I didn't have, like, no envy towards no one or nothing. Wow. Yeah, but I would get a lot of hate back. I still get hate all the time. Like, my car got egged yesterday on some weird shit. Like, that's just weird shit. Like, I don't really care. But, like, it's just funny to me, bro. Like...
And we just started doing this, bro. We have like not even on our third episode, we're already getting hated, bro. It's like at that point, you know, you can't even do nothing without someone already saying something. That's just a part of life.
Something right, bro. They're tuned in, bro. Like fuck them. Like for example, whoever egged my car, like that's weird, bro. Like why didn't you come egg me? Why didn't you egg my, like that's some weird shit, bro.
And yeah,
you know, I don't pay attention to it till it's like interfering with my life. Like why would I pay attention to something that doesn't even affect me? Like I care less what you had to say about me.
So that wasn't the first time you got egged, your car got egged, right?
Nah, a bunch of stupid shit all the time. Like just little stuff here and there. When I first bought my car, like the next day someone scratched it, bro. Like it's just, but like no one's ever told me nothing or had a problem with me like forward. They just do like some stuff like that, or maybe someone will, talk shit, but.
Because the thing is, you got something like they don't got, bro. You got something a lot of us don't got. And it's like, it's insane. And to see you grind out and watch your whole journey. Bro, I remember I was in Wisconsin, bro, when you came here, I was like, you know what? Let me try it. Because no one knew what phase we're out there. No one knew what phase we're out there. I was like, you know what? He's onto something. Let me try to, you know, take some of the sauce. It wasn't for me, right? I couldn't. I don't know. I tried it. I made a couple bucks off of it.
I think I even tried cutting my own shit. Hell no.
No, but yeah. So that I'm glad like when the whole hating shit like that, like the egging shit doesn't bother you, because like that one comment that we heard that it bothered me a lot. Yeah, I kept asking like, bro, like why are they hating on us, bro? Like we just started.
I mean, I feel like you can't let that bother you, because because then they're like, oh, I got him, like that hurts him. Like I go wash my car tomorrow. Like what is it? Like, you go talk shit, like you're until you're like in my face, like bugging me, then it's a problem.
Exactly.
But other than that, I don't pay attention to it. I don't mind it. I don't care about it.
Damn, bro. Yeah, I remember when we heard about that, I was telling this fool, like, I was like, bro, like, is this shit is this shit for us? Like, do we keep going?
I mean, it's a good thing you guys are getting hate, because you guys are the only podcast that I know locally, like around like when I hear podcasts, like I see like Studios LA, like over here, like doing it, like I don't see no like startup podcast. I think this is like really good for you guys to be starting something like this here. That's
Thanks,
good,
bro. So points, was there ever a breaking point? You're like, man, like, is this shit like is like this shit for me? Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Like doubt. Like, I had doubt, a lot of doubt. So bro, I was like in high school, like I thought I was the shit, bro. Like everything I had was going for me. So then when you get out of high school, like you become an adult, everything changes. So when I went from working in my garage, like I didn't have to pay my parents rent to cut there. So as a barbershop, as a business, you pay rent for the chair. So when I wanted to work in SAG, like all the guys in SAG, like I looked up to all these guys. Like I wanted to work for them. Like I was always in their DMs. I got to meet them in person. I was like a fanboy. Like I wanted to be like that. I wanted to work with them. So when I talked to the since I was in high school, I tell the owner like I'm gonna work for you after high school. I'm gonna work for you. He's like, yeah, bro. Like we locked in. Like, and I'm like, all right. So then I like it's like May. I'm gonna graduate in June. I talked to him. He's like, yeah, rent's gonna be $220, and this is how it's gonna work. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I thought $220 a month, bro. But then I started cutting there in July, and then I talked to one of the barbers, was Joel. He's like, hey, you paid the rent? Yeah. I'm like, it's $220 a month, right? He's like, no, it's $220 a week.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
nah.
Fuck. I'm like, $880 a month? I'm like, damn, that's a lot. Like I didn't know nothing about the business. I didn't even know what other barbershops were charging. I didn't know none of that. So I'm like, $880 to cut hair when I was just doing this at my house for free?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like I had to pay for gas every day to drive to SAC.
Yeah.
On the Beamer, like that shit was just adding up. And also like at the same time, like I thought everyone was just gonna come to get cut by me in SAC, but I didn't remember like I was cutting like kids in high school, like their kid, like they don't have cars, or like their mom's not gonna drive them to SAC, or they're not gonna drive all the way to SAC to get a haircut,
or they like live down the block.
Yeah, like so like I noticed that I had like a 50% fall off in clientele, and I was like, ooh, damn, like is this like I'm fucking up? Like why did I even leave? Like this is what I want to do, but I'm like, why am I gonna quit? Like this is everything I wanted. Like why am I gonna quit? Yeah. So I remember driving home from work, like fuck, bro, like I want to hear the story. I'd be hella sad, bro. Be like, damn, like what if I just like make like $70K a year, and my wife, like whoever I end up marrying, like at the time, like when I was thinking like that, I'm like, if she makes this much money, then like we'll be good. Like I was thinking like less, like I was thinking low, like just like okay, if like an average. Yeah, can I still just do this and get by? And then I was like, I was think that in the back of my head, but I'm like, I gotta keep pushing. Like, Sac State was down the street from my shop, like not too far. I would just hit up everybody from Sac State. You need to cut, or if like I cut someone that went to that school, I would be like, hey bro, tell your homies, bro, push. I would just push it. I would like I would record a cut, tag them, tell them to repost it, and then I'd get more people that way. I'd be outside. I'm like, hey bro, you need to cut. Like I was hustling. Like there's walk-ins. All these guys are booked. Like they're like successful barbers. They're all busy. I got you, bro. I got you. And then like. I think like that was good for me because like I started to hustle on a whole new level, and I never took barbering for granted after that. Cause like when I was in town, like if I was busy, I'd be like, nah, bro, I don't got time. Like I don't care. Like I got something better to do.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since then, I'm like, nah, like you need to cut, bro. I got you. I'll fit you in. I'll do whatever to get you in. Like I'm gonna get mine. It's like
no, I saw that.
So my mentality shifted major, like from there.
After doing the barbershop sack.
And I've never taken having a good clientele for granted, because that can go away whenever, you know. If you don't like keep those guys, like keep your clientele happy, they go somewhere else, bro.
Exactly.
And then you're left with nothing.
And then you started a wave, bro. Me and Chad were talking about this. Like, you started a fucking wave, dude. Once you became a barber, bro, everyone's a barber, bro.
Everyone's a barber.
There's no way, fuck. When you were doing it for 2 years, just your first 2 years, bro, I was watching, bro. Like, I was on Wisconsin. I'm like, bro, moving. Like, he's doing good shit. I remember you'd post, like, I got some big news coming. I was always excited. All right, bet. What's coming? Boom, you had like the new room. Boom, you had like a new setup. You bought like some dope clippers. Like you had like the new. You had all the dope shit, right?
Like I was doing everything, bro. One step after another. And I noticed a lot of people started cutting hair, but that never bugged me, bro. Like I remember when I would cut hair, like barbershop owners would be hating on me, bro. They're like,
really?
What's this kid like trying to like cut hair for? Like, what's this kid doing stealing my clientele? Like me, like instead of like saying like, oh, like fuck that kid, like he's not doing it like me, or why is he trying to copy me?
Yeah.
I would help him out, be like, oh, good shit, bro, that's cool, that's a good cut.
Yeah.
Cause I was already established, so why am I gonna go hate on someone that's trying to do it, bro? Like you should be supporting them, like Dante, bro, Jair, like those are my boys. Like they started cutting hair, like because of, like, you know, they saw me doing it. It's not like I like heavily influenced them to cut hair. Maybe I did, but like for Jair I did. But like, you know, like anyone cutting hair, like doesn't mean they copied me. They saw me doing it. They're like, damn, he's doing it. I could do it too.
Exactly.
That's cool. Yeah. But instead of me trying to be like, nah, I'm better than him. Fuck him. I was like, we stayed cool, and now we all work at the shop and run it up together. Like that's cool, bro. That makes me like hella happy to see that. Like if I was if I was just to be like, oh, like fuck him, like we created hella stuff together.
Exactly. I have him on TikToks and shit, and Dante, and I saw the TikTok today, and like that's dope that you guys all work together. Like
yeah, bro, it's hella
cool.
fun.
You guys all sit right next to each. Like it's your shop, and you allow them all come in your shop.
We all make
that's
money,
dope, bro.
It's a beautiful thing to see for sure. Like, cause you don't gotta be the only one doing it. Like it's boring. Like
exactly.
It's cool to be in the shop. We're just messing around, having fun, like making memories together, and making money, bro.
I told you, yo, I want to open a barbershop in my hometown. What was like, you know what? It's time to fucking make a move and get some property.
Okay, so like I feel like every barber's dream is like to own a shop. I never thought about owning a shop like until probably around COVID. Like when I was working at the Rich Barber, I knew once I got my license that I wanted to open my own shop, because I had to get my own license to be able to own my own shop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I'm already like all these guys want to cut hair, like I influenced a lot of people to cut hair. I need to have a shop and have them work there like that. Like I would be missing out if I didn't do that. Like if I want to, because to be honest, like Jair probably wouldn't have been a barber. Like if I didn't open the shop, he probably would have just went to college.
Exactly.
Like I opened up a place where people could do what they wanted to do. Like they could follow their dreams, and it wouldn't just be like a high school thing. It'd be like, you know, I'm really a barber, like a
good
job.
Opportunity.
So I opened up 8 jobs for some people. You know, some people were obviously already doing it, but I opened up jobs for people. And like I always wanted like have something in my city. If I was to ever leave, like I used to have plans of like going out, like traveling or moving to LA. Like if I'll have this here. Yeah. So like that for sure motivated me to have my own shop.
Damn. Now, when you built that shop, and I remember because you did some remodeling there, right? You set up all the stuff, all the equipment in there, all the mirrors and stuff, right?
Well, so first, when I wanted to open my shop, so I was talking to my aunt, my mom's cousin. My mom had mentioned to her that I wanted a shop on Main Street. I always wanted a shop on Main Street, bro. I used to drive by like in high school, just be like, I want a shop right here one day. I was telling my homies, we'd be driving down like, I need a shop on Main Street. Like Main Street needs to be popping again. Exactly. Main Street's not popping like that. And she told my mom told my aunt like, hey, Christian wants to open a shop here. Like eventually, she's like, tell him that I want to retire soon, and he can have the whole front of my salon and start there. And if he likes it, when I retire, he could take it over.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, that's better. Instead of me going all in and signing a big lease or something I don't even know what I'm getting myself into, my aunt willingly let me rent out half her salon for half the rent she was paying. And right there, I fit 3 chairs. So it's like my mini version of my barbershop was started. And the plan was to own that. 6 months later, I would take over the whole thing, remodel it, and make it a full shop.
Sure.
But then towards the end, she ended up telling me she didn't really want to retire no more. And she wanted to stay another couple years. And I'm like, well, like, my time's now. Like, I want to open a shop now. Like, that was the plan. Like, I didn't But I had met the landlord, Tom. Tom owns like half the block on Main Street, and me and him met, and he saw how it worked day in and day out. He saw the people I was bringing to Main Street, and he cares a lot about that because he was like a mayor previously. Like he does a lot for the community, so he saw what I was doing. He's like, "Hey Christian, like here's my building right here that I'm remodeling, new construction next door," and my aunt would show me, and I'd be like, "Nah, it's too big," or like, "No way I can afford this shit. Like this is gonna be expensive." And he's like, "Oh, I just want to show you it. Just just have your mind open." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know." And then I ended up saying yes one day. He wrote me a whole lease, bro, like a whole packet. Like I never got like this lease agreement. I looked at it. I'm like, I got hella scared. I'm like, what is this? Like this much a month for this? Like
adult.
I don't think I could be able to afford this. Or what if like I would always like have self like doubt. Like I don't know if I could do this.
Yeah.
And with the right people around you, they like tell you like you got this, bro. Like you can do
this
shit. Like, I said no to him twice. And then one day I was like, what am I doing, bro? Like I told him, hey, like let's meet next week. And I'm like, give me it. And then I negotiated a good deal with him, and we made it happen. And that's how I started with this big shop that I have now.
Fuck, cause you went big, huh? It was like bigger go home, huh? Cause
people don't know like that's what like I think about this. Just not like I just go do everything. I also like I'm hella scared too. Every move I make, I've been scared to do it, but.
These risks are working though. Whatever you're doing is working.
Yeah, you got to take a risk sometimes, but like it's hard. It's easier said than done because you got to think about what if shit don't work out. Like, you don't want to be stuck with like you don't want to get screwed over either.
A fat ass, you got a fat. So all your barbers, so how does that work? And kind of explain to me, how does like the whole barber thing work? Like, does each chair have their own little? You have a contract with them?
Yeah,
or?
so barbers like they're like the new guys, like everyone that comes in from here and out, I give them a contract. Like I like it to do like a 6-month agreement. If you could commit to 6 months after that, I don't care what you do. I just want you to. I don't want people to go in and out. That's not a good look on the shop. Everyone pays monthly rent, and then that's how it works. They do their own thing. They cut their own appointments. They're like basically self-contractors.
Okay, yeah. Their own bosses.
They're their own bosses under me, under like the establishment.
Exactly. Nice. Right on. So let me tell you this: every night when you walk in that bar, every morning you walk in that barber shop, what's the first thing that goes to your head? Like,
let's get it.
Right on.
Let's get it. Put the song. Connect to the speaker.
Speaker.
Unlock the door. Turn off the light. Same routine. Drink my protein shake. And I'm the only one there. I'm always the first one there.
Yeah.
So I just put on like Sports Center or something.
And you're just the boss in there.
Yeah, get to
just chilling.
I feel like what you doing, bro? That's some dope ass shit. Some like Nipsey Hussle type shit. Like
yeah.
Cause I grew up with him, bro. I played basketball with him when Douglas years.
I was trash, remember? But I always give him all.
We're both bench fucking put us in, coach. Nah,
remember we'd be hella mad.
Yeah, bro.
Like fuck Mr.
No playing time, bro.
Coach Wolf, bro.
Nah, bro. But I feel like that's some dope ass shit, bro. You came from nothing, you all the way up, bro. Made your own shot. That's dope shit, bro. But what do you think has been one of the hardest difficulties, like, owning a shop?
You gotta micromanage. Like you gotta like. It's hard because you're cool with everybody, but then at the end of the day, you got to be a boss, and like it's hard. It was like it's still hard for me to like tell someone what to do. Like, hey, go do this shit, fool. Because we're homies. It's like me saying, hey, bro, go take the trash out, fool. Like, hey,
bro, you're talking to me hella cool. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So like when someone does something wrong, like recently, like I had to fire someone, bro. Like the shit like that, like it's not you got to get used to it. Like I'm still trying to like get better at that.
Yeah.
Like making shit run the way I want it to run.
Mm-hmm. And you're only what 21?
Yeah, 21. Yeah. And also like what you said about that question is like you get stressed out, bro, because sometimes like. These guys want to leave early, bro, and the phone's buzzing, like, money's calling. I'm booked. I can't do nothing about it. Like, I want to cut. You guys got time? No. Like, oh, you said you were going to get him in. Oh, I can't no more, bro. I'm like, what do you mean you can't no more? Like shit like that, you get stressed out sometimes.
Yeah. Cause at the end of the day, it's your name on that thing, right? Yeah. CTB, Christian the Barber, exactly. It's your name. So
everything that happens there, like, goes back to me.
It comes back on you.
And sometimes it could get stressful, bro. Like,
I was about to say, how does that, like, as a 21-year-old, bro, how's that going through your head, bro? Because, like, I see, like, where I work at, I see my owner. She stresses out. I'm like, yeah. But she's like 58, so she's been doing this, right? So she can snap her fingers and it's fixed.
Yeah.
You at 21 years old, how does that like go through your head, bro? Because even just with trying to, I guess, manage this, it's kind of stressful too. But you're on a whole different like wave, like
bro, like hella stress, bro. Because like I mean, my schedule's tight, bro. Like I hit the gym. I wake up at 5:30. I hit the gym from 6 to 7:15. I eat breakfast. I gotta start at 8, and I'm there from 8 to like sometimes 10. But usually my days are like 8 to 9 p.m. And then after that, like, I just eat dinner and go to sleep. Like, so, like, it gets stressful sometimes because I got to try to squeeze everybody in. And, like, you just got to learn how to manage shit and handle it like right away. Like something that keeps me stress free. Like when I cut hair, all my meals are already made. They're in the fridge. Like I don't gotta worry. Like it's the little things like that. Like my breakfast, like I have my protein shake. I have all my meals. I don't gotta worry. I'm starving, bro. Cause then you're gonna stress out more. You're hella hungry. You're hella busy. It goes all bad. So you gotta preparation is key. Okay. So if you're prepared for stuff, like the day goes by a lot smoother. That helps me a lot too. Having a strict schedule. Like what am I gonna do this week? What do I need to get done this week? I'll put on my notes. What do I need to get done that's not related to me working? You got to make sure to get shit done too, your personal life, not just like work. You can't just work all day, bro. You got bills to pay. Like I recently, I told you that I bought a house, right? Yep. A bunch of shit, bro. Right like
it's making moves over here.
Bro.
And then when Christian get him on this podcast, we have to set a date. With people, I kind of just say it. Christian's like, "Yo, on this day I work."
Like 2 weeks out,
bro. I think Christian scheduled me out 2 weeks out. Like, all right, cool. You know what? As long as we get Christian on, it's all that matters. We got to get Christian on.
Like today, like even today, like I'm like I got to do this podcast. Like everyone's hitting me up. I need to cut. I'm like, nah. Like I have this shit scheduled. That's why. That's why I like to plan like in advance because I know like it's blocked off. Ain't nothing's gonna stop me from coming here today. Like because I don't like to flake.
No, thank you for that, bro. Thank you. Like the fun part of your career. Let's talk about Little Mosey. These celebrities that you hang out with, like, cause you like went on a level, bro. You're like up. You were around some big names, and I mean, me in Wisconsin, you were a big name to me.
Yeah.
And these fuckers with. I remember when Notice popped out, and you were cutting his hair the next day.
Yeah, bro.
Next week. I was like, whoa. We were just bumping this song in the fucking locker room after winning a game, and this fool over here cutting his hair. Like, nah. Like, talk. Where did that come from, bro?
So like. Back then, I was more like I need to cut him. Like I wanna get clout. Like I wanna make like moves. I was big on Instagram, like clout chasing. You're lit. But like just like I need an opportunity. Like if I see an opportunity, I'm gonna go make it happen. So I already had like probably like 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers at the time. And Little Mosey's, I was a fan of Little Mosey. Like I knew him before back then. Like I knew his song like Pull Up. Like I knew like I knew his like SoundCloud stuff. So I was already a fan of him and. His barber from Seattle that like grew up with him and would cut his hair. He followed me. He's like, "Hey, bro, I need like tips on cutting hair and this and that." And I looked at his page. I'm like, "Oh, you cut Mosey." So we kind of like chopped it up. I gave him some advice, and then I'm like, "You cut Mosey? That's clean, bro." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm about to go to. I'm probably gonna go to one of his concerts in a couple weeks." He's like, "Yeah, bro, you should, bro. He's cool. Follow all his homies." Yeah. And for some reason, I just followed all his homies. And I noticed that they were in Sac. I was actually gonna go to their concert in Fresno like 2 days after after that. They were in Sac for like a pit stop. Like they had just came from a show and they were like in Sac posted. They were on tour with Juice WRLD and YB and Corday. So I just swiped up on his friend's story. I said, "Let me cut you guys up." Oh shit. And then I texted Mosey and I texted like all those guys he told me to follow. And that guy said, "Where you at, bro? Who got like?" He's like, "Where you at? Pull up." Yeah. And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, no way."
No way this happening.
Yeah, so then he's like, "Send me your number." I called him and I'm like, "What's up, bro? You guys need cuts?" He's like, "Yeah, bro, pull up on us. Send address." I didn't even ask him if he was there. I already knew he was there. I'm not down. You know? So, and I already knew, like, if I get in there, I'm going to cut his hair. But not just cut his hair. I'm gonna make a connection. Like, I think I'm a cool guy. Yeah. I don't know if I was driving or something was wrong with my car. But I called my boy Stefan. And my boy
shout out Stefan and George. Shout out the boys. Shout out the brothers. I said,
"Where'd you go, Stefan? Now slide." George was at soccer practice, bro, and George was making music at the time. I'm like, Jordan used to be here with Mosey. George, we're all fans of Mosey. I'm like, I can't take like 10 people with me. If I could, I would. You know, they're my 3 best friends. You know, we'll go. So then Stefan swooped me. I remember we picked George up from soccer practice. I still remember it. And then we picked this fool up, and he's like, "Where we going?" I'm like, "I'm gonna cut Mosey." He's like, "What?" And then we pulled it to Sacramento. And we went to the bus, and then all his homies were there, bro. Like, everyone from his squad, like, all these guys. And I started cutting his friends, and then Mosey was in the back. I introduced myself. And Stefan and George, they ended up getting cool with Mosey while I was cutting his friends. Like, just chopping it up, bro. So they already, like, were established in that relationship. Yeah. And then Mosey's like, "Hey, bro, you got time for me, too?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you."
Oh, shit.
So then me and him were just talking, and we got cool. We remember Stefan and Jordan ended up going out with Mosey, and then they went to go get like to Walmart to go get some shit. So I think it was just more than a haircut. Like, we got cool with them, and then they're like, "Bro, when you go to the show," we even did a prank that day too. Actually, got like a million views.
I saw that.
Yeah, so we did a prank with them too. So we ended up getting cool with them that day, and then they're like, "Oh, you're gonna go to our show like in 2 days?" He's like, pull up on us. So then once again, he saw us there again. So he kept seeing my face, and like we already had kicked it, so we were cool. And he's like, "Every time I'm out here, bro, I'm gonna tap in with you." So, it was like every time he was in San Francisco, Rolling Loud. It was his first Rolling Loud performance.
Okay.
He hit me up again, and I was already there at Rolling Loud. So I'm like, yeah, I got you. At that time I would bring my clippers everywhere because I didn't know.
You never knew.
When it was gonna happen. So then
that's dope.
So like his shout out helped me a lot. When he shouted me out, like I gained a lot of clients from that. Like a lot of people like came to me because they saw that. Like that helped my business. Business wise, that helped me a lot too. And followers. I gained every time he shouted me out, I get like 1,000 followers.
Shit.
Yeah, just off of one shout out. He was popping, bro. So yeah, then I ended up cutting him for Rolling Loud, and then I just kept cutting him. And every time I'd cut him, we'd go. So it would be like I'd cut his hair, we'd kick it because before concerts, they just kick it.
Yeah.
Until they perform. So we'd go like we'd be in SF just fucking around, and then like I'd cut his hair and then get a free concert out of it.
Damn.
It's cool. And then after party.
You go to the after party?
Fuck. Like he'd have like he'd just be doing shit after. Yeah.
You cut his hair ever since that last one?
I haven't cut him since his last concert. When COVID happened. That's the last time. But for sure, like if he was to be out here again performing or something, he'd probably hit me up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what's like the most? Because you've met Vic Blands. You said you're cool with Vic Blands.
I'm cool with Vic.
That's one person I look up to. Like not even on cutting hair. I found him through his most motivational shit. And then I saw that you cut hair. And then I saw you like were tagging him and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, wait. I remember because I saw you commented on one of your posts. I'm like, what the fuck? Like they're cool. Like no way.
Yeah.
I remember he does the cuts on the street. And then he just gets motivational. And then he's the one that said, like, if you want to do it, get up and do it. And then that's why he's one of the big reasons why I started. Yeah,
for sure, for me too.
And so how like what's like who's the person that like you're like, oh shit, like I really like got a bond with them or had a conversation with them?
I feel like it's not a specific person, but like a lot of these people like help me out in like many ways. Like my boy Jay Faded, like he put me on a lot of game. Vic Blands was a really cool, genuine person. We don't talk like that. When we would talk, we didn't talk like that much, but we were cool. Yeah, definitely like had an impact on me.
Nice, right on. What's like the most amazing? Cause you've been to what, like haircut awards and shit?
Yeah, Barber Grammys. I got nominated for Rookie of the Year, like because of like Young Barber Award. Yeah. Vic Blands was the one to win it the year prior, so it was like a big thing. Like,
oh shit,
getting nominated for that, like in the barber industry.
Yeah.
Was cool.
So what was your like best moment? Like, if you can choose like out of 5 moments, what's like your best moment cutting hair from the day you started to like today? What's like the best moment? Like the little story you have, where like. You're like, oh shit, like this happened. Or, oh shit, like I can't believe this is happening to me.
When I go to barber events, bro, and all these people would know who I was. Like,
no way.
That was hella cool. Like going to the Barber Grammys, like meeting people like Vic Blands, like getting to know him on a personal level, like just all of these little things. Like cutting hair's like changed my life, like in many ways. So like being able to travel, like, all that stuff is cool, bro.
I know Christian is what he does. If you need a haircut, hit him up. I'm gonna put all links in the description. They're gonna be right here. But ciao.
Hey, shout out your business too, bro.
Yeah,
where's it at? Where's it located?
Hair Studio.
You see it.
Where's it located?
Main Street. Follow us on Instagram, CTB Hair Studio.
You see it. You see it. Links all over the place. But we're gonna shift in now to the relationship area, to the Talk Straight podcast. Ciao. Take it away, G.
Yeah, bro. Since you being so busy, bro, and owning the business, how is it like you handling your love life and like a business all in the same time? You know, because how you said you're there from like 8 a.m. till like 10 p.m. sometimes, or like grinding it all day. You know. Or you have to also worry about your barbers, or have to worry about hella stuff, you know? So how do you handle all that?
When I get to go home, you know, I go home to, you know, my girl, you know, my girlfriend. And that helps a lot, you know. We work as a team together. She definitely makes my life a lot easier in a lot of ways. So, like, she knows that I'm busy, but she also makes sure that, like, when I get home, like, it's us time. Like, I turn the phone off, you know. And, there's time for everything, you know. You got to, you know... Everyone says, like, I don't got time for this, that. There's time for anything you actually want to do. Like, you know, I chose to be in this relationship, bro. Exactly. Like, I love my girl, you know? So I'm going to make sure that we spend quality time together and we get to do stuff.
Facts. So that's a big part in your life, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Giving her time, too, as well.
Yeah.
Because you have a good point on that. I feel like if you want to do something in life and, like, you're busy, you can always make time for someone. Yeah. Same relationship. Because, like you've been doing this, how long you been dating for?
We've been since sophomore year of high school, bro. Like, I mean, we've obviously broke up like a couple times, but since high school, we've been on and off. But we've been solid, bro. About a year and a half now, and everything's good. It's because we're getting used to everything, you know. Yep. Like in that phase, like we're still kids, and like, bro, like a lot of times we'd break up because it'd be like I'm too busy. Like fuck that. Like it's money over everything.
That's the mindset I right now. Yeah,
money over everything. Exactly. Like that's not. But I didn't realize like I had a kid mindset. I wasn't realize like. Now that I'm older, I'm like, you know, I want to be with her, you know. And then luckily, like, thank God, like, we ended up coming back together and we make this stuff work. Like, bro, like we're a team, bro. Like we be
That's
doing
dope,
shit
bro.
together, bro. Like everything we do, like people don't know, like when I didn't want to get my shop, she said like, let's get it, like stop being a bitch, like what the fuck, like you always doubt yourself, but you always tell me the things you want to do, like like why are you scared now? Like she always would tell me, like she helped me a lot, like let's go, like let's do it, like even when I bought this investment property, like. I always say like I want to buy a house. I'll be looking, but then she's the one that found the deal. You know, like we're a fucking team, bro.
No
like,
way, right?
Yeah, like
hey man, shout out to this girl, man. Shout out to this girl.
bro. Shout out
Respect.
Vicky.
Respect,
I
man.
love you.
So let's get into this. So when you were when you were going up, was it affecting the relationship?
No,
Because there was a point where you just fucking went from like 0, boom, you just fucking slingshotted.
We weren't dating at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, it was probably like when I really blew up was the summer of the end of junior year going into senior year.
Okay.
And we didn't date for like a whole year. We didn't get back together until after high school.
Okay.
That's when like I started popping, bro. Like, everything, yeah.
Everything started changing for you.
Everything
Your life changed.
Yeah.
Your life changed. So, damn, bro, bro, your story's lit, bro. So tell the world what you're doing now, because I see you're going to schools and giving motivational advice. I see you're doing things at your shop. You're doing, like, what advice do you have for, like, kids in the world, bro, that are, like, 16, 14, 15, wanting to be something, but they don't know, like, where to start or how to do it?
You just got to start. Like, I didn't know what I was doing at all. I just started doing it, and, you know, you keep getting better at it, and you're consistent with it. You're, like, you're just going to keep finding ways to get better, like, if back my 14-year-old self wouldn't have ever thought like this would be like happening, but then you look back at the journey and like you embrace it. You embrace the struggles, you embrace the hard times. You know, you love the good times, but like it's the journey that really like you know you remember. And
exactly.
Everyone doesn't like start out with all this. Like people don't just get handed out stuff to them. Like a lot of people got to start from the ground up, and you just can't give up and remember where you came from.
Fuck no, man. Now there's a question we always ask. What's a toxic trait? Let's get away from now the business side of Christian. Let's get into like the fun side of Christian, like the Christian controls that we know, right? What's a toxic trait that you have in a relationship, friendship, and family, just in general? Like mine, bro. Like I'm dipping when I'm gonna know I'm getting confronted that I did something wrong, or it's like I'm in a pickle, like I'm in the middle of something. I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving the state. I'm leaving town. I'm going somewhere else.
I don't like being wrong.
You got.
I don't like being wrong.
I don't blame you on that one. I like being right because I've always wanted.
I feel like communication is key. Like you
exactly.
And I learned that like in my relationship right now. Like we communicate a lot. Like so, like we help each other like with our weaknesses. You know. Like, so I'm starting to not have toxic traits, bro. Like
it's good, bro. It's hella good. So for a couple out there that they broke and now they took a break, but they still love each other, want to get back together, what advice do you have for them too?
Don't give up just because like some shit didn't work out back then doesn't mean that it can't work out now. As long as you're both willing to get back and then like fuck whatever happened when you guys weren't together. You know, as long as you know you guys know and you guys like talk about stuff and then like you guys can make it work again for sure. Like I'm hella happy with my relationship.
You are, bro. You go on vacation. You you go on getaways. You guys hang out. I see you guys' stories. You post all the time.
Yeah, like
you're dope, bro.
Healthy, bro. You know, and people say like, oh, like I don't got time for a girl. Like you do got time. If you really want it, you can make it happen, bro. Like
exactly.
I'm a perfect example of that.
You are, cause you're cutting. I see you, bro. Christian's at the gym at 6 a.m. I remember when I first moved here, maybe 3 months ago. I texted Christian, I'm trying to go boxing. All right, bro, pick me up. You're like, yo, all right, we're gonna go at 6 a.m. I was like, okay, and I was like, okay, and I'm thinking, why does he want to go at 6 a.m. And then you said, hey, I gotta get going. I gotta cut at like 7:30. I'm like, okay. And then I remember I got home from my job. And I was going to bed, and I got home from the gym, and then I was ready to going to go lay down and shit. And it was like 10 Christians barely finished on cutting hair. Bro, this fucker was up at 6 a.m. working out. Yeah. It's 10 a.m. barely going up home to eat dinner. Like, that was insane. Like, mad respect to you, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, but like even me talking, like it's not easy. Like it takes time, and you gotta work through it. You know, sometimes like relationships sometimes they could be hard. Sometimes I got a busy week, and like you know we gotta talk about it. Like it's gonna be like a bad week this week, but you know like weekend's gonna be lit. You know like.
This weekend will be it'll be worth it. It'll be worth the wait.
Stuff like that. Like you just gotta communicate with your partner. Yeah. And as long as you guys are on the same page, it should work. Like my girl's busy too. Like you know, you don't want to be dating. If you're a businessman, you don't want to be dating no bum, but like no dumb bitch, bro. Exactly. Like if she's just at home all day, bro. Like of course she's gonna get mad or break up with you, bro. Cause like she got nothing to do all day. She's just waiting for your attention. Like my girl, like she has a job, like she goes to school and she's working and she's also helping me with my needs and I'm here to help her with whatever she needs. So like it works out. You can't like be the one like, oh, I'm gonna get all the money, my girl's gonna stay at home. Like I mean, it's like maybe eventually, but like when you're trying to come up, it doesn't work that way.
Two incomes are better than one, bro. Two incomes are better than one.
Yeah, for sure.
Now let's get into your investment side. You're starting to invest. You're starting to do all this, like, you're doing adult shit, right? You're doing, like, adult shit.
Some more scary shit, bro. So, yeah, it was recently, a couple months ago, I just bought a house.
Right on.
I bought a duplex.
Okay.
So that was my first property. It was, I got to learn through the whole process of how everything worked and stuff. Right. And so it's been a journey, bro. Like, I thought it was going to be easy. Like, this house needed some work, quite a bit of work. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get this done in 2 weeks. I bought it in February. It's March, April, May. It's April right now, right? Yep. March, April, 2 months in. Finally going to finish one side by this month. And stuff gets in the way, you know, the tenants that were living there before, they moved out unexpectedly. Yep. So you go through these you know, bumps in the road.
Little hiccups, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's all how you get back up, huh?
Yeah, you just gotta trust the process, bro. Like,
exactly.
My life right now, the last 2 months have been like, I haven't been posting or nothing because it's been like work. It would be gym, work on the house, sleep, work on the house. Like, I haven't had time to chill, go out to no dinners. I haven't been able to go any on the weekends. Like, I don't post because I'm at the house putting in work. Like, all fucking day. Like, I'm tired of it right now at this point. I'm tired of it. But you just gotta keep pushing through. When it's done, it's gonna feel hella good. I'll probably go on vacation for my birthday in June.
Bro, and I respect that, bro, because just building this fucking thing for me was paying my ass, bro. Like, it's a little ass room. It's a fucking 10 by 10 square foot room. But holy fuck, bro, it took 2.5 weeks. Like, what? Like, I don't want to ever do this for a job ever.
Yeah, bro,
like, this sucks.
Damn, like, what I get myself into, and sometimes you ask yourself that, but like, you just gotta keep pushing. Those are just moments people have. You can't let that define you, though.
Right on. Have you ever had a moment where you're rock bottom, and then like, not even like where it's just business, relationships, everything just got to you one day? You're like, fuck, and like, what'd you do to get out of it?
Me, when I have those, I don't get those moments, but like, if I'm feeling like mad or like sad or like something, me, honestly, my best way to cope with anything is to work. Like, I love work. That like distracts me from anything. Exactly. But I feel like when you're feeling down, like, or like, you know, self-doubt, or like, you know, those are just moments, and you can't let those moments like define who you are. Okay. You gotta look at like the bigger picture of everything. Yeah. Exactly. Because you're not gonna let if you let it be your life, then you're gonna be sad, and you're gonna stay where you're at. But you can't let those moments define you, because you know who you are and what you're capable of doing. You know, you got to go out there and go for it. You can't just fucking stay down forever. Exactly. And that was my biggest thing. I was just down, and I was like, bro, this shit's dumb. Like, I gotta get one day. Something just flicked in my head. Like, okay, it's time to get out of Wisconsin and come back home. And it's go time. It's go time, and now we're gone. What's next for Christian Barber? I feel like you've done it all as a barber, but I know you're not satisfied yet. I know you're just warming up. Like, I know this is not it. Like, what's the final plan, or what's next? Honestly, I just want to keep, I don't know. Like, it's funny because every time, like, I say, like, this, all right, I'm done investing. Like, I got the shop, I'm gonna just stack. But then I find myself like putting myself back into, okay, I'm gonna go get. Here we go. But that's how you grow. You gotta it's good stress. You know, it's good debt. Like, you know, you gotta just keep going. And then let's see if I ever get satisfied. I don't think I ever will. But just keep doing these projects. I feel like they keep you looking forward to something. Like, I'm never bored. Like, I'm never just bored, because there's always something to do. And I feel like I just got to keep doing what I'm doing, and then more opportunities will present themselves. Bet. So I'm just excited. You're excited. I'm excited to see your journey, bro, because I've been seeing it since fucking 2015? So the garage days. I've been 2016. I've been seeing your journey since 2016, bro, to like now we're in 2023. I'm excited to see what the fuck you're going to be in 2028, 2030. Like, I don't know where you're going to be at, but you're going to be somewhere dope. We might be come here in the moon or some shit, bro. So I don't know, bro. God damn. I just be laughing sometimes. Like, damn, like, I don't know. Like, well, life's going to be great, bro. Fucking next week might be with Drake, bro. Cutting at the fucking champagne house, bro. Shit, fuck it. Toronto. Fuck it. But what's your vision, bro? Like, what do you, like, where you see... Impact. I like to impact and inspire people. If I want, like, you know, I want to be able to do that. That's the whole point of this, bro. That's what makes me like happy, like seeing that for sure. I feel like at your age, bro, you already made a good impact here in Woodland for sure. Oh yeah, your home. Yeah, everybody knows your hometown, bro. Yeah. Everybody, all my little cousins, like all the little ones, like they were like. Remember when I was going to get a haircut from you? I was like, yeah, I was like Christian. Like, oh, you know Christian? Or when we went to go box that morning? Yeah. I was like, yeah, I went to go box this morning. And we had a family barbecue. Like, who'd you go with? Oh, my buddy Christian, I went with him. He Christian the barber cuts hair. Like, wait, you're friends with him? Like, they're like wild, bro. Cause like I was like, yeah, I've known him since we were little, and since we were like younger kids in middle school. Like you know him? Like, yeah, like we're cool.
And then I told him that we're on a podcast, and I told him that one of the best guests we want to get you. Like we got to get him on.
Yeah.
Like you're just like a hometown hero, bro. Fuck. Okay. Marriage, G. Because I feel like I've never had a good like. Cause you grew up with both your parents, right?
Yeah, both
together.
Married, yeah, still together.
I grew up with my parents. They were separated for a while, so I never saw a good example. So right now, I don't really see myself doing that. What's your opinion on marriage?
I think marriage is a big thing. It's a big commitment, and I think it's a beautiful thing. You know, if as long as you married the right person, that's huge.
Exactly.
So I don't rush it. Take your time until you find someone that works with you, I'd say I don't know anything about marriage. I've never got married, but what I've seen, it could be a beautiful thing, and sometimes it can be.
You don't think it's a trap?
Nah, I don't think so. Not unless you get fucked over dating someone or married someone you didn't really know or stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's a good thing, beautiful thing, to start a family with someone and build a legacy.
Wow. Like you're headed towards being a high value man.
I am a high value man, bro. I think so.
You are, bro. You bossed up. You bossed up hard. What's like so you're very motivational. The thing I like about you, bro, is your motivation with the homies. Like with George, like I loved how you two would always you'd always help him out, bring him up.
That's my dog, bro.
And now look at he's big on IG, on TikTok, like he's lit. With Merrick, you two help out each other so much. Yeah. Is your platform to help other people's?
Yeah, I like love. I like that a lot. Like eventually, like in the future though, like when I really have like some money, like I can see myself like managing like people, bro. Like being like manage like people with talent, like take them to the next level. Like I have an eye for that. I feel like I like helping people out, and then it's win-win situations is what I like live for, bro. Like if you can help someone out, and they're helping you out. Like, it's a good thing. Like
exactly,
you're gonna keep growing.
Exactly. Do you see yourself cutting your hair forever? Like, do you see yourself cutting hair within like the next 5 to 8 years?
No, I see myself always doing it because it's something I love. Like when I'm like hella rich, bro, like just balling like on another level. Like I'm gonna still go cut hair once a week and just show people like I still do this shit.
You still got it?
Like fucking 16 hours straight, like cut 30 hairs like that, like just. Whoever's working my shop to know, like
watch out, Ricky.
Like I still got it, yeah.
Watch out, watch out, Ricky, I'm coming.
Like I see that, like I always tell myself, like it don't matter, like I'm still gonna come cut hair
That's where you
and just show them, like this got me everything I wanted, so I never like leave the game for real, like.
Exactly, bro. That is where you started to you got some clippers one day, just went from there. Now, do you feel like clipper wise, the most expensive clippers to get the best fade to get the best fade?
No, but at the level I am, my shit needs to work, bro. If my clipper doesn't work, bro, I get pissed, bro. I throw that shit on the ground and order a new one. Like, I need my shit to be efficient, bro, because, like, it needs to, like, I have, like, a busy schedule. Like, if my main clipper is not working that day, I get so mad because I feel like everything doesn't come out the same. It's taking me a little bit longer. Like, it just frustrates me. So, like, when you're hella busy, your tools got to be efficient and
exactly
work. But nah, I can get fade with any clipper.
Oh, you heard it right there. See, guys, if you want to cut hair, because like everyone wants to cut hair because of this man right here, you can use any clipper you want. You don't need no $1,000 clipper. Go to Walmart, get you like when I was cutting hair, bro. I got that wall one with the little colors on it.
Yeah.
And it was like $30, and I bought it, and I think I made like my money back within 3 haircuts. I made my money back. Just cut hair off that little wall one.
Cool, yeah.
What's one person you wish you can cut there? Like if that was like your dream, like haircut to sit down, have a conversation with them and cut there, who would it be? Top three.
Top three. Nipsey Hussle.
Fact.
Sure, one. Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
No, he don't got hair. Well, now he got hair now.
Trim with the beard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably Drake.
Respect. I like those three. Who do you got going on the Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia fight?
Gervonta Davis is gonna beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia. I'm thinking about betting big, like super big.
What are you gonna bet on
that fight, huh?
On Price Picks?
No, I'm thinking about going to Reno type. Like people are clowns thinking that Ryan's gonna win this fight, bro. Like I'm big on boxing, bro. I'm gonna fight next week. Yeah, I have an exhibition fight coming next week.
Where at? When?
Here in Woodland, right here.
What
bro.
time?
Yeah, 12 o'clock. You gotta be there.
On Saturday?
Yeah, on Saturday next week.
Fuck it, pull up or what?
Pull up.
Pull up.
Sponsored by Toxic Kings.
Brett, bring the camera. We're down.
Yeah.
Next week? Next Saturday?
Next Saturday. I bet. Yeah, I'm a big boxing fan right now, but Gervonta's gonna win, bro. Put all your money on Gervonta. You'll be good.
And this is the end of the podcast. I think we got a lot of stuff I'm sure I hope this isn't our last podcast. I hope we come back together within a few. I hope we do some more work together. I hope I can do. I can come over to your shop and get a haircut from you. We can maybe film just you and me talking.
Yeah.
But now, man, do you have any questions for me and Chava?
Nah, bro. Just keep running shit up, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Don't stop. Next podcast after next podcast, and eventually, if you guys don't stop, you're gonna get somewhere.
Exactly.
For sure. I like the vision. And
thank you, bro. Thank you. It means a lot. And from advice from you, bro, it means a lot just because, like, you've worked your ass off for what you have. And, like, it motivates me, like, oh, shit, like, if Christian can do it, and I'm older than him, and he can do it at his age, like,
anyone can do it.
Like, holy fuck, I gotta get going. You got any more questions for Christian?
What motivates you when you wake up every day, bro?
Ooh.
Like, you know, just thinking about, like, you know, like, my family, bro, my girl, like, my parents, my brother, like, knowing that, like, I got to be there for them, you know, and that's my motivation every day. My family, you know, I always ask God, like, you know, just, like, get me by today, like, give me the energy I need to get by.
Facts, bro. Because even when you were sick, bro, you were still kind of, but you threw a mask on. Like, even, bro, like, when you feel like shit, you still get up in the morning, right?
Yeah, because, like, I feel like I just can't let people down, bro. Like any, that's the thing. I don't like not showing up. Like, I've always shown up for whatever I need to do. And
then that's kind of what Merrick said on his podcast. Merrick said, like, without me, bro, people won't get their content they need to improve for themselves. Yeah. So Merrick loves what he does because he can help others. And, like, I feel like it's amazing what you two both do because what you do is help others. Like you said, I think you posted a funny post one time. You're like, yo, this one guy, he hadn't got laid in how many months, and he finally got a haircut from you and got laid. It's like that. Yeah, it's funny, but you really think about it. It's like, it's like, it's stuff like you're really helping, like, guys out here, women out here getting, like, fresh cuts and being a whole new person. Bro, haircut with me, bro, when I feel like shit and I look at myself in the mirror and I don't got a haircut, I go get a haircut, bro. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm alive. I feel like I'm alive. I might go fuck around, go do all kinds of errands. Like, I might go to every single Walmart locally and, you know, see what I can do. But
see what happens, huh?
But you're really out here saving lives, bro. You're doing big things, and I mean, bro, respect to you, bro. Mad respect to you, bro. I you know, many blessings on you to come, bro. Many good shit for you to come, bro. I hope you become a fucking trillionaire. I hope you fucking buy Woodland one day.
Little by little.
I hope you do many things, bro. Congratulations on the success.
Thanks, bro.
Good shit. Thank you for coming to the podcast. It means a lot.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Right on, bro. Once again, guys, this is Cruz over at Toxic Kings. Today we have my boy Christian. We got Chava. All links will be down below for Christian the Barber. Make sure you guys go tap in, get a cut. We'll probably work. We're most likely gonna do some more work. I'll definitely go to this box match. We'll vlog it up. But once again, guys, Cruz over at Toxic Kings, and we out.
Yeah, baby girl, I got some toxic traits. Yeah, I never meant for it to be this way.